And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Packers.
Reload out.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked to turn to the side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short yardage. A quick toss out right. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
KJ Hamler. 73 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Mason Crosby.
It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So you stuck that nigga.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
Oh,
Lynch.
They on some whole shit,
How
man.
do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. I'm not playing this nigga. I bet he's always screaming. I ain't worried about it there. No, let's go. No call by the best.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The 33-yard line.
What am I
doing?
Oh, that boy's Darius Smith and Preston Smith. I got to sweat at middle linebacker.
Okay.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Damn.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7. Bengals nothing.
It's lethal. I'm about to run, man, for the first time. Goddamn, let's see how this shit work out, though.
You got crossing starting?
Nah, I got crossing in the week. I got the Chiefs. I got pretty interesting.
Oh, I'm
On second down now, Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
They're going to be the reason nigga I go down there undefeated with these folks.
Now Joe Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Very in punt formation.
You in the second quarter? Show out that stream, give you something to eat.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's third down
at the 45-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, here's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
KJ Hamler.
K.J. Hamler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
Score Packers 14, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
At the 48-yard
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
Mike 14, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 14.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 58 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Jones on the run.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
6-yard line.
Now Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He can't hang. He's not getting shot.
On 1st down, Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
On the carry.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
You still in this motherfucker?
This nigga about to gay as fuck, bro.
Don't tell me shit on my TV.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
What's score out
I
there?
think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
Cheat up a whole third
They've got
quarter.
confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Damn, when they got me engaged on broadcast.
Completion on first
Broadcast
down.
their games in case they can get acting stupid.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Gotta be
Brings
safe.
up 3rd down.
Yep.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's
That nigga
Burrow.
probably trying to get up out of there.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, work down the field, bro.
5 yards is the
Definitely could
pickup
have
there
came
as
back
that extends this drive. Pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10
on.
up at the
Scored there, he would have
44.
been up 20, or he'd only been down 13 points.
Eluding the pressure right. And
He would have been
incomplete
down
as he was
13
knocked
points.
as he threw it.
Still
And it
2
took the
minutes left
ball
in
off
the third.
course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now. Bernard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And 10.
These niggas are stacked, bro. Not too many people gonna be able to run on this defense.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kevin King with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And the Packer
Move,
1st down.
move.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
39-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2nd and 16. Again, it's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Crosby.
Nah, nigga, you ain't getting no more. No.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 37, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself
This
as you move
defense
on to the
is
next one.
exquisite, dog.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Dang.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this
Niggas
one has
foul
gone,
like that.
and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On
Damn.
1st and 10, Joe
She
Burrow.
beating me.
And his pass is
God,
intercepted for the
nigga, these
4th time
niggas is
today.
great.
Picked off at the 23. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right
Boy,
now.
these
This
niggas
type of
is
a
great,
lead, if you're a
dog.
starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL, it's a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still
But I
to
feel
do,
like if
though.
you playing
Out
against
is the
somebody that don't got a
kickoff
D-line
unit
that's
as they
going
run
to
up
stop that
and
little
send this
bullshit
one
run
away.
you trying, like, you'll definitely make somebody
And
mad.
this carries into the end zone.
Yeah.
And he returns this to the 22.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Oh, shit.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so
they gotta
defeated
play
at this
us.
point? You just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here.
That is one
Boy, they
way
got
to
21
sometimes
rushes with Joe
that's it.
Mixon for
Okay,
30
it hasn't
yards.
worked all game. There's no sense in doing
Nigga,
something
D-line
now.
is
Let's
elite,
get out of here.
bro.
No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what, no matter
Bro,
what.
what
the
up?
battle
That's
is, we're
Puffy
gonna finish
supposed
this
to be,
thing out.
man.
So it's all over.
That's
A
Puffy?
Green Bay victory.
It's like
And I
cornbread,
tell you
man.
what, Charles, this might be
Cornbread
about
with
as
some
good
goddamn-
as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in
for the most
fine
part.
form. The
You got some other
defense
shit in,
threw the
too.
shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the
Most
ball
of the
pretty
teams
well.
got corn in the
Time
middle
of
of them,
possession,
for the most part.
exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their
boy
defense. Didn't have
Joe
to be
Mixon,
out there the entire
21
time.
carries for
So
30
when you do
yards.
that and you're out there fresh playing, A little extra spring in your step, and it showed
That's
up
what
in
you
this
call
one.
it.
They had a
Defense,
ton
man.
of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Yeah, he did eat that nigga
So
up,
for the
though.
Packers, you can't ask for a better start
That
as they
boy
pitch
Sweat
a
had 10
shutout
tackles
here
for me.
in the opener. And they'll head back home
I
next
like
week
that,
to take
boy.
on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Going to the broadcast, though. Yesterday, I forgot to turn the broadcast off, and the broadcast was on. Like,